In today's video, I will put you through on how to add page breaks, okay, in a Word document, and also how to number the pages of that document differently. Without taking much time, let's just get right into it. Okay, so the first step you need to take is to open your Word document and arrange your text the way you want to have it, all right? So let me open mine. Okay, so look at my write-up. This is my manuscript, okay, which I want to break into sections and at the same time number the pages differently. Okay, so section break is what I need to do first. But first, you need to arrange your work. So here I assume that this is a book I have written and I want to publish it. All right. So copyright page is this, followed by contents page. So these two pages are the pages I want to make my first section. That's section one. Though I know if I have a lot of, will I say a lot of um, subheadings, all right, or headings in the document, this may extend to the next page, all right. But that's not the main thing here. The main thing is that I want the first section to end here. So anyway, I want the first section to end, click on that spot, all right. You can click here, it's still on the same page. Click on that page, all right. Then the next step you need to take is to take the step of clicking on layout. Then on this layout tab, you have a lot of options, all right, commands under it. Click on breaks, all right, click on this drop down on breaks, okay. Then select next page, all right, under section breaks, select next page. Now, when you select next page, you see that your cursor has jumped to this next page here. What it means is that this has been broken into two sections. All right, I can click here and move this thing backward a little. All right, but this doesn't mean that the section has been deleted. So for you to find out that really this is broken into two sections, what you need to do is to take your cursor at the bottom part of one of the pages. All right, maybe the one that ends the first section, then double click. All right, you can see I've double clicked here. You can see this is footer section one. To tell you our interest here is on this section, and this is header section two. All right, if you move down here, you see that this is footer section two. So this shows you that these are now two sections of this document. All right, so you can take your cursor at the plain page and still double click for you to close that footer and header section. All right, so now we have broken this into two sections and it's time to start the page numbering. I want to number this part first before I get to the section two. So I'll click here on the first page of this first section. Then I'll click on insert. As you click on insert, locate page number. Click on this drop down. And the next step you need to take is to click on format page numbers. All right. So on clicking on that, you can see the number format of the page numbering, which is the number one, two, three, and so on. But I want to have it in Romance figure. All right. So I'll click this drop down and select this style. This is what I want to be applied in the first section. All right. Then click at this start at, and you can see that I is selected. Click on OK. All right, then you have now formatted this section. Then we have to go back again and number it, because what we did now is that we told this guy, please number this first section in I, and so many. That's in Roman numerals. All right, so I'll click again. First, if this has closed, click on the start and click on this drop down on page number. Okay, once you click on this drop down on the page number, what you need to do is to get to bottom of page. All right, just click on this bottom of page. That's the style I like using. Okay, then once you click there, you see some options here. You can select for it to be numbered this way or this way or this way, but I want to be numbered this way. I want to have it at the center, and you can see this section has been numbered with I, and so on. So you can see this one starts with 3. Okay, this one starts with 3. And because it starts with 3, we don't want it to be like that. We want it to start with 1 because it's another section. Another new section, which is section 2, starts here. So I'll click on this footer area, all right? Once I click on that place, I have 3. Then the next step you need to take is click on this, link to previous. This is selected by default, this link to previous. What it means is that once you finish numbering the first section, continue numbering from here. That's why we have 3 instead of 1. So click on this for you to unlink both sections. All right. Once you unlink both sections, now let's start our page numbering. You get here, you're on the header and footer already, then click on this page number, and we have to format again. Format page number. All right, that's what you need to select. Then make sure that this 1, 2, 3 is already selected, not the Romans figure, because we want to number here with our number 1, 2, 3. All right. Then click the start at, and you can see 1 is assigned. All right, click on OK. And here we have this one start with 1, 2, 3, and the rest. So once you're okay with what you have in the setup, just double click on any of the pages, the main page, so that you close this header and footer. Or you can click on this, close header and footer, anyone we save. So I will double click here, and we have closed header and footer. So now we have numbered these pages in different ways. First is that we broke the pages into sections, the document into sections, and we started the numbering. So I can save here, and after saving, you can see that my content section does not have the table of contents. So since we have finished numbering, okay, let me now add my table of contents. So click here and then click on References tab. Once you click on References tab, click on this drop down on table of contents, okay? This will give you some options. I like going with custom table of contents, so select that. And once you select that custom table of contents, the next step you need to take is to get here and make sure that you like what you're seeing. All right. If you don't like what you're seeing in this area formats, you can click here and select a different style, maybe classic or distinctive. All right. I like going with distinctive. All right. So this shows you preview on how it will look like, print preview, and this is web preview. But our interest here is on print preview. All right. So once you're okay with this setup here, click on OK. And we now have contents, some items listed, some headings listed in the table of contents section. Okay, so you can see this section extended to this place. Okay, but we can do away with that. Just keep pressing the backspace key. Once you click on that empty space, keep pressing the backspace key, or you can click on delete. But let's just work with backspace. All right, and it has gone. All right, so you have a neat job done here. Okay, so you can click on save. I believe you find this content helpful. Please, if it does help, consider subscribing. Here we cover a lot on technology. So subscribe to learn more. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about this video. Is it helpful or you need something more? Let me hear you in the comment section. Okay? And hit the like button so that you too will recommend this video to more people. You can watch this video here to learn how to complete another task in Microsoft Word document. Thank you and see you some other time. Stay blessed.